Rajesh Bhosale, technical analyst at Angel One, joining us. Of course, Kunal is with us as well. And lots of stocks to watch out for, lots of stocks to talk about. Rajesh, give us your sense on some of these EMS plays. Sirma, we've had news flow a couple of days ago. Yesterday, we've had news flow on Amber Enterprises, where they've announced a planned investment of 500 crores to expand their R&D and their HVAC capacity in Punjab. Your view on both of these stocks on the charts?
So good morning and thank you for having me on your show. Amber Enterprises, if we see, it's trading in a lower top, lower bottom formation. And last week we had seen a breakdown below its key support of 6,900. So a bearish formation of inverse head and shoulder pattern is intact. So our bias on the counter remains bearish, where we expect any bounce to get sold into. Now the prices have broken below its 200 DMA, which was previously acting as a support, and now any kind of bounce towards 7,000 is likely to act as a resistance. Going ahead, we expect prices to slip towards a 6,000 level. That would be an interesting juncture, because during the May month we had seen a rally from there, where a bullish gap is also there. So as of now, 7,000 seems to be a strong resistance, and from here we expect prices to slip towards 6,000, where one needs to recheck the charts.
Okay. Your mid-cap picks for this morning, Rajesh?
Yeah, so two counters I'm liking is one is APL Apollo Tubes. So if we see chart structure, it's been forming a base around its 89 EMA, and yesterday we saw a structural bottom formation. Also, we can see a trend line breakout. So we expecting a strong momentum in APL Apollo. So one can buy with a stop loss of 1750 and expecting a targets of around 1880. The second counter which I'm liking is Granules Limited. So both on the daily as well as weekly chart, we are seeing a price pattern breakout. On the daily chart, we can see a so-so pattern breakout, whereas on the weekly chart, we can see a inverse head and shoulder pattern breakout. So very bullish on this counter. RSI on the daily chart as well has crossed above 60. So we expect strong momentum in this counter. So with a stop loss of 567, Granules can be bought. We are expecting targets of around 612.
Okay, so those are
Skip this one.
Okay. And what about you, Rajesh? Any view?
So if you see the chart structure, it's been trading in a consolidation, forming a symmetrical pattern. So as of now, it's in a consolidation. As long it doesn't cross levels of around 1830 on the upside, which coincides with the higher end of the symmetrical triangle, and along with the 89 EMA, the prices are likely to consolidate. On the lower side, some kind of higher bottom is there. 1600 is the support. But for the momentum to kick, the prices needs to cross about 1840 levels.
Okay. Kunal, a view on Ola?
Yeah, I think after the sharp correction the stock has shown the last 3 4 days, I think it becomes very difficult to try and look at a buy over here because the intensity of price correction for the stock has been severe. I've been making this I think over the last 1 week also that it's always better to buy when the stock confirms that it's going to a trend reversal mode, and it's okay to buy these stocks a little late also because then you're looking at a potential of a major turnaround for the stock price. That I believe could be a lot of time away for a stock like Ola. For example, the nearest resistance for the stock is around the 38 to 40 plus mark. This will also be a swing resistance breakout and then a potential breakout of a previous major resistance for the stock. So I think in that sense, you might see a process of a bounce back. You might see a couple of days where the stock goes into a recovery, but I don't see this as a meaningful trend in the making unless the stock confirms breakout of that 38 to 40 odd major resistance on the near term charts.
And what about some of the defense names, Rajesh? Mishra Dhatu is one which will likely be in focus, but outside of that, any defense names on your radar?
So as of now, we would wait because as of now there is no clear reversal sign, and the prices have been trading in a lower top, lower bottom formation. If we see the opening tick for the Midani definitely uptick is there, but we would wait for prices to cross above 310 levels, which has been the recent consolidation higher rate. Once 310 is crossed, we can expect some momentum back towards 335 to 340. But as of now, the broader space from the defensive pack, we would wait for a clear reversal sign.
Okay, so that's on some of the stocks. Mishra Dhatu already perking up quite nicely, a 2% uptick in the pre-open. Just shifting focus and taking a look at where the Nifty is touted to open, we're expected to see a gap up of about 95 to 100 points, a 0.4% higher open and above the 25,900 mark. At least that is what the pre-open rates are indicating. Let's wait for about 2.5 minutes to see where the Nifty actually ends up opening, because remember, the global handover this morning from the US, Europe and Asia looked very, very healthy. So yes, this was along expected lines. This is what the Gift Nifty was implying, but it looks like a solid start for the market today. It's Max Health, Infosys, Wipro that have perked up in the pre-open right now. So the IT pack is yet again expected to do very well on the back of this Accenture earnings, a cascading effect on IT back home. But some stocks that are doing well this morning, one of them is BLS International. 3.5% uptick is what we're seeing in the pre-open rates right now. And why the stock could be in focus is they have successfully challenged and quashed a 2-year debarment order that was earlier issued by the Ministry of External Affairs with the Delhi High Court, setting aside the restriction on participating in future government tenders. So very big positive coming in for BLS International. Kunal, a chart check on the BLS?
Yeah, I think it could be a good positive for the stock price and something which was much due for the stock. I remember, I think the stock seeing a recent correction from 340, 342 levels to almost 310, 315 mark, which it hit on the short-term charts. And it's not as if that the stock has been a very weak kind of a stock for the last few years. So I would believe that maybe this could probably put in the floor for the stock price at this 310, 15 levels for BLS International, and the path towards 340, 342, I think something which I would expect. So looks to be a decent structure and a better risk reward trade at current levels from the mid-cap arena.
Okay, so that's the take on BLS International. Just talking about some stocks that are going to be included in the F&O list from 31st December of this year. Swiggy, Premier Energies, Bajaj Holdings and Bari Energies. All 4 of these stocks are perking up quite smartly in pre-open. Rajesh, a chart check on any of these stocks? Swiggy, Premier Energies or Bari perhaps?
So we are tracking Swiggy very closely, and in fact, if you see, it's been holding around its 380 level, which also coincides with 200 DMA, and it has been consolidating a bit. But now we are seeing a gap up opening and a range breakout is there. Also, positive on Swiggy, somewhere around 390 strong base formation is there. Possibly stock is headed towards 435 to 440. So this is the one counter which we are liking from this new listing counters.
Okay, so that looks good. And about
Nifty Bank not really participating in the move today.
So if we see overall the chart structure on the early charts has been in a falling channel pattern. Luckily, prices have defended its lower end of the falling channel. Now the key take would be crossing 59,500. Once that is crossed, we can expect the momentum back towards 60,000 and beyond. So as of now, 58,500 seems to be a strong support. And once 59,500 is taken out, we expect strong momentum. From the opening tick recommendations, I am also going with the metal pack. Metal, we are very liking it very much. Hindalco, if we see, is on the verge of a strong SOSA pattern breakout. We expect the move to continue towards 875 to 880 levels, and on the downside, 845 seems to be a strong support for this counter.
Okay, Rajesh, Kunal, we'll let you go on that note. Kunal, just temporarily, of course, we'll get you back very, very shortly on the channel. But Ajay Srivastav,